8 Minnesota correctional officers are about to get paid. They're going to split $1.5 million. The settlement took place after they were not being permitted to have any contact with Derek Chauvin when he was arrived at the Ramsey County Adult Detention Center, a facility in May of 2020. The 6 men and 2 women say they were ordered, along with other people of color, to the 3rd floor of the jail and prohibited from going to the 5th floor where Chauvin was. He was housed. The complaint says Superintendent Steve Lydon issued a segregation order. The plaintiffs, who are all Black, Hispanic, Pacific Islander, American, and multiracial, believe Lydon did not trust them to carry out their responsibilities because of their race. According to the lawsuit, Lydon denied being racist and defended his decision to implement the order. Ramsey County Sheriff Bob Fletcher admitted he did not investigate the issue. Well, that's pretty stupid. Monique, if you're this county and you don't investigate, and he goes, oh, I'm not racist, but I took all the people of color off from doing this. What he's basically saying is, if you're not white, you might want to take out Derek Chauvin.
Yeah, I'm just not certain what the injury is here.
What do you mean?
You get well in terms of remedy. When you sue because you want to get money. Either you got demoted when you shouldn't have, you got fired when you shouldn't been, you got less money than you were supposed to get, and some people were prevented from having the responsibility of securing a racist murderer. And if anything happened to him, then we know it couldn't have been them because they were kept away from it. But that's just my way of looking at it. Maybe they wanted to be responsible for the care and protection and safety of Derek Chauvin. I don't know. But the fact that there was some sort of discriminatory intent with respect to what the warden did in this case is not landing all the way to a jury verdict for me, because where's the harm?
Well, where's the harm if you work for you're a corrections officer and you're there to do a job and the warden assumes because of your race you can't do the job, so therefore I'm going to pull you off and I'm only going to have white police officers. How is that not harm? That's just like if you're a cop.
Right, no, I'm not saying it's not wrong. I'm saying you have to prove harm. Like, were they harmed by it?
Yeah, they were.
Hurt? Was money lost? And feelings. I'm kidding about that because obviously you don't get paid for that. But was there trauma? Was there complex trauma? I mean, I'll pitch to Robert here because he loves cases like this. What you got to say, Robert?
And he should. Hold on. First, wait. Hold on. First of all, I host this show, so I'm gonna go to Jason next.
I somehow knew you were gonna your name being all over it.
I got you, but you don't determine who gets tossed to next. Jason.
Okay.
Jason.
Go to whoever you want to go to.
I am Jason.
Yeah, to me, it seems like when you question my integrity and professionalism, that's harm. I think about it. If you were like, you can only teach Black students, you can't teach white students. I would feel harmed by that. Even if I didn't lose money, I didn't lose opportunities. If you tell me I can only teach one people, or if I'm only qualified, or you only trust me to teach one group of people, I would consider that, something that harmed me. Particularly when it's done by my superior. I also have never heard of, a situation where a Black person in custody was only handled by Black people because, they thought that white people were not professional enough to do the job. I think, again, I'm not the attorney here, but I certainly, can see how somebody would feel that was not a fair decision, particularly when these are professionals. This is their job. They deal with murders and sex offenders and all kinds of things that would offend anyone. You're guarding a child molester. Who doesn't that offend? But they don't sit there and say, well, no, you can't guard this person because you have children. So to me, it makes sense that they should get, there should be a policy change and that they should get some compensation for this.
Robert?
I think we have to look at the conceptualization of damages in the law, which is that when you plead a case, it can't simply be the question of if there was a harm, if there was an injury. You have to show pecuniary damages that took place as a result. As Monique said, whether or not you the loss of opportunity, loss of employment, loss of overtime, for example, is a good example. They can prove that, well, I would have done XYZ additional hours, and therefore I should be compensated for that loss of opportunity. That can also be a cognizable set of damages to justify a settlement. I haven't read the case, but I would assume there'll be something along the lines of the reasoning of intentional infliction of emotional distress, career stagnation, anything that you can do to show that you lost money or somehow were injured by this, that can be the basis of damages going forward. So if you look at the settlement amount, you're talking about $1.5 million split between 8 people, taking out attorney's fees for that. So it wasn't some sort of massive amount of money that these officers are getting. But I think it's more important to send this message to law enforcement that they cannot simply say, well, we can't trust the black folks around this racist because one of them might kill him and then cover it up, something along those lines. I don't think that is appropriate in any context. And this lawsuit is more so the court making an example out of these people, not enriching somebody, but sending a message to the entire law enforcement apparatus that this is not appropriate going forward.
And how about this here? How about just simply let folks do their jobs and you don't remove them because of their race? How about that? That's kind of basic to me. That's what you should do.
It is basic.
It is basic. And so guess what? And if you're the taxpayers in that particular county, you should be pissed off at that sheriff and that corrections officer for costing you $1.5 million for being a dumbass. So guess what? That's what you got. All right, folks, back to that Roland Unfiltered video in just one moment.
When we invest in ourselves, we're investing in what's next for all of us. Growing, creating, making moves that move us all forward. Together, we are Black beyond measure.
Folks, Black Star Network is here.
Hold no punches.
I'm real revolutionary right now.
Support this man, Black media. He makes sure that our stories are told.
Thank you for being the voice of Black America, Roland.
Stay black. I love y'all.
All momentum we have now, we have to keep this going.
The video looks phenomenal.
See, this difference between Black Star Network and Black-owned media and something like CNN.
You can't be Black-owned media and be scared.
It's time to be smart.
Bring your eyeballs home.
You dig?